Vishwaguru है अपना पास. Voices of sanity, voices of peace had to be loud and clear. There will always be some conflicts in the world, but people with the good intention, right intention, have to be more proactive, and that's what is happening now. Harmony and peace will prevail, and it should prevail.
Message that this festival is sending out from Washington DC?
We need to strengthen our roots. Cultures are our roots. And then collaborate with everyone in the world. For we have always believed one world family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And then the spirituality is the basis to realize this truth. It cannot just happen through lip service. It has to come from the heart. And that's where meditation is such an important part of this. And today morning we had yoga at the Lincoln Memorial. There was a large group which had assembled this morning to do yoga. And leaders from all over the world are realizing today it's only spirituality or values that can really bring happiness in society.
Given the time we are in, Gurudev, what do you think how can you help in this situation where, there is a war in Ukraine in which Art of Living is helping bring a lot of relief to people there. And there are conflicts all over, Gurudev. What do you think is needed at this time?
Voices of sanity, voices of peace had to be loud and clear. There will always be some conflicts in the world, but people with the good intention, right intention, have to be more proactive, and that's what is happening now.
Right people, who do you mean? Do you have anyone?
Right mindset, where people are sensible and they're also sensitive to others' needs. Many times people who are very sensible, they are not sensitive. And those who are sensitive, they lose their logic and sensibility. And meditation and Indian spirituality brings both sensibility and sensitivity.
Gurudev, you bring up India's spirituality. I was wondering if I could ask you, India just hosted the G20 summit, and it is emerging as an international power. Do you think there is place for India to also emerge as a spiritual power?
It is already, doesn't have to emerge. You have seen yesterday, the biggest ever congregation that has ever happened in Washington DC, and people were so excited, they were so happy. Right from the Capitol Hill all the way to Lincoln Memorial. So many people who are singing, meditating, dancing, and this shows that it's already there. Vishwaguru है अपना पास.
There is more we can do, India can do, and what?
See, there is no limit to doing good in the society. So India should think more also on this. What more we can do, how we can encourage this aspect which has been neglected so long. 42 years ago when we started this movement, Art of Living, it was an uphill task then. Yoga and meditation was not so popular around the world. Today, it's a different scenario. So many people have been working for it, and our foundation, Art of Living Foundation, has been steadfast and reaching out to every community. And yesterday, especially, there was a government shutdown. There's a talks and a very heated argument going on right behind in the Capitol Hill, and right in front they were voting. For that there is all possibility of government shutting down, but in that background there is a celebration. It is a dichotomy, but still you see leaders from around the world came and participated. So I think harmony and peace will prevail, and it should prevail.
Interesting that you mentioned the U.S. vote on the Capitol Hill. Do you have a message for the U.S.?
So many of the congressional leaders were to come yesterday because of the crisis. They had to attend to that. We should understand that. And we hope they'll all come together and reach out to some understanding. You see, in these aspects, democracy is that. In democracy, always there is an argument, there will be some conflicts, but those conflicts are meant to give a better result, betterment to people. So in this sense, that those sort of conflict, in Sanskrit there is this saying, Vade Vade Jayate Tattva Bodha. In arguments, in Vada, comes up the Tattva Bodha, knowledge of the Tattvas. So, though it is necessary, but it cannot cross some limit where it becomes self-destructive. It's good to have a knife and cut the vegetable as long as it doesn't cut your own fingers. Change the world, change the world. This whole festival has happened through volunteer strength. And all the artists, nobody has charged, they all came as a service. They all pro bono, all the artists. So many 17,000 artists participated. See, it's easy to get one or two big celebrities and they also pull the crowd, but we wanted to give platform for the budding artists, young artists, amateur artists, and give them a world platform, and that's what we did. And it's a sort of cultural Olympics without competition. Usually Olympics is all full of competition, someone wins, someone loses. Here, it's no competition but simple celebration of diversity. And everybody from 4-year-old child to 80-year-old person was there as part of the dance troops and music troops. And it's all pro bono. If you have to organize something like that, it would cost huge amount. Same way we didn't have any big sponsors. It's all from the heart of volunteers and teachers of art of living who has made this whole program happen.
I was there, Gurudev, and it was a really grand show. And so I was wondering about the costs. And now that you mentioned that it was all voluntary, what are the estimates? How much money do you think would have been spent on this?
I don't know that yet, but it will get to know once the program is over. They will tell me, but there's a team which is organizing, which is handling everything. Transportation, hotel bookings, and the land itself, organizing that land and building the stage is all a huge thing. I mean, nobody has, let me say like that. And they said it's the very first time, even those companies which are doing this work for us, they've never organized something of this scale. So it was a memorable event, I would say, for the Washingtonians, people in the Washingtons, let me say. It's a memorable historic day for Washingtonians. Should I say Washingtonian?
Washingtonian sister.
Ah.
The people of the local area.
Ah. The people of this area, the Washingtonians, for them it was a memorable day.
Absolutely.
They had as many people live here, that many people had come for the program. So it is something that was unprecedented for them.
Do you know where your next festival will be?
We have offers from many countries, Australia, and yesterday you heard, and
Japan.
Poland has offered, Japanese Prime Minister has invited us to come and do it there. We have similar, we'll see when it